A long, long time ago, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, gave Joseph and his brethren the land of Goshen as an inheritance. Eventually, this Pharaoh died. 500 years passed, and our story begins again in the reign of another king of Egypt. This new Pharaoh chose not to befriend Joseph's descendants.
Why do these Hebrews possess Goshen? It's part of our best and most productive land. Well, answer me. You're wise men and magicians, my chief counselors, aren't you?
Your Majesty, Goshen was given to Joseph and his descendants because of the service he rendered to Egypt during the Great Famine.
That was years ago. I'm king now. I don't owe Joseph or his descendants anything. They irk me. Get rid of them.
They're a spirited, hard-working people, Your Majesty, and there are more of them than there are of us Egyptians.
Yes, that's my point exactly. There's so many of them that were they to join up with an enemy, they would overthrow us. I'll order my general to kick them out immediately.
But, Your Majesty, the Hebrews are a useful people, and they...
Useful?
They're excellent craftsmen and skilled workmen.
Oh, yeah.
I say make slaves of them.
Slaves? Your plan has some merit, Counselor.
And if we treat them rough enough, a few hundred will die now and then from overwork and decrease their numbers.
Yes.
Perhaps His Majesty will permit me to have charge of these slaves?
Now, just how will you accomplish this, how will you go about transforming the Hebrews into slaves?
I'll appoint overseers, authorize the free use of whips.
Excellent. Permission granted. You will begin immediately.
At once, Your Majesty.
Well, and how is my chief counselor progressing in making slaves of the Hebrews?
The thing is done, accomplished, Your Majesty. They are bowed low with hard labor in mortar and brick and all manner of service in the field. The treasure cities of Python and Ramesses are beginning to shape up, Your Majesty.
Yes, so I understand. But I'm more interested in the Hebrew slaves.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You sound unhappy, dejected. They haven't revolted, have they?
No, Your Majesty. It's just that they, the more I punish them, the harder I afflict and oppress them, the more they seem to multiply and grow.
Oh, well, make them work harder. Beat them within an inch of their lives.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, Counselor.
The Hebrews continue to multiply in number, Your Majesty.
You beat them? Work them hard?
Yes, Your Majesty, but it doesn't seem to do any good.
Well, you're in charge. Think of something.
I have, Your Majesty.
Well?
Your Majesty, I suggest then that all the newborn Hebrew boy babies be put to death.
Ladies! His Majesty, great and mighty King of Upper and Lower Egypt, Lord of all peoples and Son of the gods, enters. Bow the knee.
Long live the king!
Now, you are all midwives. From this moment on, you will destroy all boy babies born of Hebrew women. Disobedience to this command will be punished by death. I'm very much disappointed in you midwives, all of you. I ordered you to kill all Hebrew boy babies. You disobeyed me. You haven't killed any. None of you have. Why?
But, Your Majesty, the Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. They're healthier and are delivered ere we midwives come in unto them.
All right. I'll accept that excuse, but get out.
Time passed. Still the Hebrews continued to increase and multiply and become stronger.
We've got to stop them. Stop them, do you hear?
But how, Your Majesty?
I've decided to have every boy baby killed.
We tried that, Your Majesty, remember? The midwives wouldn't cooperate.
No, of course not. The midwives are themselves Hebrews. They fear the Hebrew God. I'm going to issue a proclamation that will place the responsibility of killing.
Hear ye, hear ye! His Majesty, King of Upper and Lower Egypt, Son of the gods, Sustainer of mankind, Lord of the Nile and Ruler of the universe, orders that every boy baby born to the women of Israel be cast into the river Nile. All Egyptians, male and female, young and old, are charged with this responsibility. So be it.